children. How are you? This is Mrs. Kikani. I'm back again. I'm back with another story, another book. Are you ready? Please sit down, find a place, crisscross your legs, hands in your lap, and let's begin. Angus and the ducks. Angus is a dog. Here are the ducks. Let's find out what Angus and the ducks are going to talk about today. Once there was a very young little dog whose name was Angus. Because his mother and his father came from Scotland, so Angus is a very Scottish name. Although the rest of Angus was quite small, his head was very large and so were his feet. See, he had large feet and large face, but cutie. Do you like this dog? I like it. I have a dog too. You have a dog? Good. Let's talk about this dog. His name is Angus. Angus was curious about many places and many things. He was curious about what lived under the sofa and in dark corners. And who was the little dog in the mirror? See, he's seeing his own reflection and he thinks there is another dog. So he was curious. Who was the little dog in the mirror? He was curious about things which came apart and those things which do not come apart, such as slippers and gentlemen's suspenders and things like that. He would always grab things and chew things and play with it. He was curious. Angus was also curious about things outdoors, but he could not find out much about them because of a leash. Whenever he went out, he was on a leash. He would see a cat, he would see other things, but he could not chase them because he had a leash. The leash was fastened to one end to the collar around his neck and at the other end to somebody else. Somebody was walking him, his master, his friend, or the lady. But Angus was most curious of all about a noise which came from the other side of the large green hedge at the end of the garden. So this is the garden and there is hedge, lots of bushes, shrubs and bushes. And the other side of the bushes, the hedge, he could not see, but he could hear from it. The noise usually sounded like this: quack, quack, quackity quack, 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 quackity quack. But sometimes it sounded like this: quackity, 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 quackity quack. One day, the door between outdoors and indoors was left open by mistakes, and out went Angus without the leash or somebody else. So he stepped out. The door was open. Nobody watched him and there was no leash. So he went alone because he was curious. Down the little path, he ran until he came to the large green hedge at the end of the garden. He tried to go around it, but it was much too long. He tried to go over it, but it was much too high. So Angus went under the large green hedge and came out the other side. There, directly in front of him, were two white ducks. They were marching forward. Look at them, they're walking. One foot up and one foot down. Quack, quack, quackity quack, 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 quackity quack, 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 quackity quack. They're marching. And Angus said, woof, because that's how he talks. Away went the ducks, all of a flutter. Quackity, 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 quackity. followed after them. Soon the duck stopped by a stone watering through under a mulberry tree. This is the mulberry tree, and this is the stone. That's their water hole. They drink water there. Angus stopped too. Each duck dipped a yellow bill, this is their bill, their mouth, in the clear water. Angus watched. Each duck took a long drink of the cool, clear water. Still Angus watched. Each duck took another long drink of cool, clear water. Then Angus said, "Woof!" Away the ducks scuttled and Angus lapped the cool, clear water. He started drinking. Birds sang in the mulberry trees. The sun made patterns through the leaves over the grass. The ducks talked together. Quack, 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 quack. They're talking that what is Angus doing? Is he supposed to drink there? Isn't that our water? What is he doing? So they talk quack, 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 and then hiss, hiss. They chased him. They chased him hard. Hiss. The first duck nipped Angus' tail, almost like poking him. Hiss. The second duck flapped his wings. Angus scrambled under the large green hedge, scurried up the little path, scampered into the house. He made sure that he gets into the house and crawled under the sofa. He was scared. The duck scared him. For exactly 3 minutes, he stayed there by the clock. Angus was not curious about anything at all. He got so scared. Those ducks scared him. So he decided he's not going to be curious, and he stayed there under the sofa, and he decided he's not going to go alone now. He's going to be with his friends on a leash. So somebody's walking him. He doesn't want to go alone outside anymore. The end. Isn't he a cutie? Next time when you go out with your dog, make sure he's on a leash. Dogs must be on a leash. That's important. They can be safe at that way. Okay? You take care of your pet, okay? I'll see you next time. Remember, I love you. Bye.